Our correspondent Pierre Chandler is at a memorial ceremony for the late Prime Minister in Tel Aviv's Rabin Square, where he was gunned down 25 years ago. And Pierre, what is happening now there at Rabin Square? So many painful memories there.
Absolutely, Calev. And as you can see, there is this hymn that says Jerusalem is a city of light and gold. Well, today, Rabin Square, which was named after his assassination, is really a square of light and gold, as 25,000 candles have been lit by families, generations, grandparents, parents and children. The same parents that 25 years ago were part of the youth that was in total shock when the news came across that Rabin had been assassinated, and came here spontaneously to lit candles and to gather here in sorrow and confusion 25 years ago. And today, that candle is passed from one generation to another in order maybe that oblivion and ignorance won't be the word of the day, but that people will remember what happened, because at that moment Israelis were fearful that democracy was killed, Calev. And in a sense, today, this is the answer that they want to give to the people, to the nation, that the flames of memory, in spite of being fluttering, are still living on. And that's the message that comes across here, a message of sorrow, of despair in a sense, but also of yearning for some kind of unity when the nation is so polarized, where there's so many rifts that politicians are probably encouraging and at the same time bemoaning, Calev.
Right, and Pierre, we've talked about it. You were there that night in Rabin Square on that fateful night, covering that what started as a peace rally. Tell us a little about just your impressions from that evening.
You know, living memory is a bit off track. I remember it was a very warm night. It was a Saturday night, the 4th of November. It was warm, unseasonably warm. I remember that Rabin was singing another hymn of the left-wing camp, the Song of Peace, at that day. He was obviously singing off chart. He didn't know really the words, and he didn't know to sing very well. And the pool that is just below the municipality building dominating the square was filled with people. Despite an autumn night, people were just dancing in the water. And then suddenly, as we left, because the rally was coming to a close, we saw many policemen running, and instinctively we ran after them, and we ended up in Yechilov, the hospital a few hundred meters away from here, where Rabin were, and the black limousine was there. And when Eitan Aber, his confidant, announced the death of Rabin, everybody went on the floor in mourning, their hands on their head. And it was a terrible night.